Don't Just Show, Better Off Show with Jeff Turner and LG The Goins. Welcome to Better Off Show, a Joe Rogan style podcast. We're streaming both at Jeff Turner today and at DJ LG210. So we got here LG.
210, yes. LG.
Well, you used to DJ. We might talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah, I'm thinking about dropping that from the handle, actually.
Why so?
Because I no longer DJ. Because
Did your
I've
turntable
retired.
break?
Well, I mean, I'm not
old?
a professional DJ, so should I be marketing myself as one on social media?
Get in the comments
Yeah.
and make your voice heard. Should he stop DJing or should he pick it back up?
I still DJ. I just don't DJ out there in the world, I just DJ here for myself,
And for Rhonda,
Yes, and for the queen.
our
of
Balinese
course.
queen.
She commands everything I do. Anyway, Hugo's up in the chat. What's up, Hugo?
Hugo.
How you doing?
Glad to meet you.
Hugo.
My name's Jeff,
This is Jeff. That's his name.
and I love you very much. And Rhonda, she has all types of feelings. She's the Balinese goddess who eats children and podcasts.
Like I'm eating ice right now.
And she has some pendulous breasts. You can't see them, but she's quasi-dimensional.
They're behind all that boar's hair.
And I think she might get a little jealous of this next segment here.
Uh-oh.
Well, the beginning segment. It's called, well, as you know, Hottie of the Week. Hottie of the Week. And our Hottie of the Week, you'll see her soon in just a moment. We got...
Oh, wait. I got one of those.
We got a Hottie.
Hold on. Here we go.
Get your boners ready. Ladies, get your beans ready. That's Harriet Van Landenkamp. Harriet Van Landenkamp of Ottumwa, Iowa.
Congratulations, Harriet.
She was built to bone. Ottumwa, Iowa, that's Rado O'Reilly from MASH's hometown. That's Emmy. Emmy, our other babe, our dog babe.
Okay, who brought the dog?
Now, Harriet's turn-ons, not Emmy's, include table manners, good posture, and just getting slammed against a sewing machine. She's old-fashioned, but congratulations,
spry.
Harriet.
Yes, congratulations on the win.
And if you think you should be considered for Better Off Show's Hottie of the Week, please submit your name, location, and photo to HOTTIE at BOS.com. That's BOS for Better Off.
Yeah. Dead.
That was a great movie. It's not related to the show, but we all recommend you go see John Cusack and Better Off Dead in theaters this summer. I try to go to the theater. It's tough now. They don't really release that many good movies.
The Netflix CEO said the other day that movie theaters are dead.
The Minecraft is doing well, but then you got all these kids jumping up and down, throwing popcorn around. You've seen that?
Have you seen that? That's their only saving grace is these limited edition popcorn containers that they're bringing people in.
I thought they snuck those in somehow because those must be $40.
Well, yeah, that's what people are going. They're like collector's items. Like you can get like crazy things, like Back to the Future. They would have like a DeLorean. That's just an example. They don't have that, but
A Dorian?
Yeah, durian.
Durian fruit.
I
Great.
I don't eat durian.
I love going to the movies, but yeah, it's expensive, and everything's a Marvel movie or a kids movie. I'm glad they're getting the business, but I think part of the decline in movie going, and you'll agree with us in the chat, obviously, was COVID and the internet and video games. But video games are awesome these days. Well, they have been, but they hit a little bit of a hiccup, as I understand. There's Anybody in
yeah.
the chat play the Nintendo Switch?
I know. I have one.
Yeah, I've seen you play Zelda or Link's and Mario Kart.
Yes, yeah. I have Mario Kart, and I've been playing Mario 3D World lately. Yeah.
Well, I understand the young people are
Upset.
TO'd, and I don't know why, but that's why we talked to our tech correspondent, H9, whom you might remember from last episode's tech segment about the Apple Pro Vision Quest 7. So we're going to take a look at H9's perspective on why is everybody getting so TO'd at the Nintendo Switch. Let's check it out.
You have a game cartridge and you can put it in any game system. Well, like with the Switch, you have these digital game cards that you can play in any system that you own. So it's not really like a typical scenario where you can put a game cartridge in any system. So they're lying about that. And then the tutorial to learn how to use all the features of the new Switch is a game, and it's interactive and really fun, but you have to pay for it. Yeah, you have to pay for the tutorial to use the Switch. So that's two of the reasons that people are pissed off at Nintendo. The new system sounds really cool. Open world Mario Kart is going to be sick, but they're also pretty hateable. And I think I'm probably just going to throw away my Switch or sell it. So, done with Nintendo. I mean it. I really mean that. No, just kidding. I don't mean that. I mean that. Say that they really hurt me. You know, I don't know what I would do. I'd get my dad to go beat him up. I'm just going to switch to not playing games. It's an option.
Well, PS5 don't have games.
Well, that sounds perfect. It's a good idea. Maybe I'll switch to that. What does it do?
It don't play games.
How much?
Not at all.
No, how much does it cost?
Oh, it's PS5 these days. It's at least a couple $100.
Should I pay a couple $100 to not play games? Sounds like a good deal. I got a stick shift car, you know. Tell your dad who's hooked on video games, go work on the car, you sack of shit. What about that beer you used to love to drink, Daddy? You ain't touched your beer? You know? Hell, your barbecue grill ain't been touched in 6 months. You can't be nice. Can't be nice to everyone. You can't be nice. Why be nice? Why? Why are you gonna be nice? Be mean. Be mean, huh? Be the king of business. I don't know. Count the beans. Get the bean and cheese. And, you know, if you don't have that many beans, throw some veggies in there. That's what people do when they don't have enough food, you know? They add veggies to it, and they add some kind of sauce and like a kind of starch thing.
Thank you, H9, for elucidating us on the ire of the public toward the Switch, the Nintendo Switch. I never would imagine they would have made such a misstep.
So I guess he's not getting the Switch.
Well, he's going to throw away his Switch
Oh, okay.
and get a PS5. As I understand, they don't have games, so he'll just have it there.
And then he's going to make some bean and cheese or something?
He's going to count his beans, and I think he's going to yell at his dad, which I recommend we all do from time to time. I remember my dad taking me on road trips, dragging me across the country, staying in weird hotels, and I always felt a little uneasy at some of the hotels. And I think we have a story here which will confirm why. Super 8 spokesman Tom Bodette has been charged with electronic voyeurism.
No way.
It says right here in the doc he was caught sneak jacking on closed circuit television feeds to his hotel guests. Reached for comment, Bodette said he was always a profound fella, Tom Bodette. He said, "The difference between an optimist and a pessimist? An optimist laughs to forget, but a pessimist forgets to laugh." And there he is, happy as a clam. He don't forget to laugh. And we support you, Tom Bodette. We don't agree with what you did. We're not mad. We're just a little disappointed.
That's why he always left the light on. Because you can't film without good lighting.
Yeah, like what? Otherwise,
you gotta have a light on when you're for your cameras, your hidden cameras.
Do you need a light when you walk into your hotel? That does strike me a little queer. Leaving the light on.
Well, it's a waste of energy,
Right, and they're a company. They wouldn't waste energy for no reason. So we should have been on to that for a while.
Shame on you, Tom.
We're just disappointed.
No, shame.
We wish you the best. Okay, we got two differing opinions, and that's okay.
I mean, agree to disagree.
The fuck did you just say to me? All right, moving on. San Antonio has finally...
Watch the language, little boy.
Don't tell me what to do. You cotton candied apple face. Now, Lawrence, remember when we used to hang out all the night back when old DJ here was spinning, like at a Rebar on Broadway?
Oh, God. Yeah. Fun times.
That was a fun time. We had some late nights, but those kind of went away. There was COVID. There was the Switch debacle. But I understand that San Antonio is finally getting their first 24-hour restaurant in many, many years. Hugo, you'll appreciate this.
Besides McDonald's, like an actual restaurant.
McDonald's, yeah, you can't
McAdoo.
have coffee and order drinks at Mac. Well, you can do both of those things. But this is a Riverwalk downtown hang. The first 24-hour restaurant is going to be called, and you'll help me with this,
the Alamo Triscuit Company.
Alamo Biscuit Company and Pandaria.
Pandaria.
Do we have any Spanish speakers here, Hugo? Pandaria? Are we saying it correctly?
Hugo definitely doesn't speak Spanish.
Yeah, well, I didn't mean to presume. Sorry, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, now we'll have some 24 hours because I remember after you DJ, we used to go to gyms. A lot of people outside of the country and outside of San Antonio wouldn't know about gyms. But it's not a place where you like check out beefy guys and do push-ups. It's a
no. It's not a place where all the guys go and take baths together. Not that kind of gym. It's like a restaurant.
It's where you go after that kind of place. And then after the pandemic, you can't smoke in there. You can't stay in there after hours. You can't harass the waitresses. So I'm looking forward to this Alamo Biscuit Company. But I remember going to gyms after your DJ sets at Rebar. Anybody remember Rebar?
Right there on Broadway. And I believe that Jim's on Broadway is still there because they've been closing their doors all around the city. I think that one's still there.
It's still there. And Rebar's still there, even though there was a little bit of a scrape 'em up when a MMA fighter went in there and opened fire on the denizens, the patrons of Rebar. You remember that story?
Oh, yeah. That happened a couple times, but yes.
We don't condone that sort of behavior, but
people got run over there, like running across the street between the bars. And jaywalking became a big deal.
Well, how was I supposed to see him?
Yeah. So Hugo does speak Spanish, actually. I stand corrected. Hugo Mendoza does speak Spanish.
Simon.
I stand corrected. Here you go, Hugo. I got something for you.
Orale, as they say in Spain.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah.
Orale, vato, what's happening?
Yo, Cinderella, go find a fella. The taxman is coming, bitch. That's our boy Popeye from the
here we go.
Disney movie.
That's my boy Popeye.
From Blood In, Blood Out.
He loves chon chon. If you ever have any, just
give it up.
Just serve it up.
I haven't had chon chon myself, but if I had it to give, I'd give it.
It's a delicacy.
We all love chon chon. We like mixing it up. We like going to bars, picking up chicks. San Antonio is one of the worst cities for dating if you're single, especially if you're over 30, which we're not. but if we were, it would suck. And people are married, and the people who aren't married tend to be, you know, more involved in stuff like eating food, which we a commentator, former NBA player, relentlessly points out, and it's hurtful and it's wrong. And we have a little clip of that from the last weekend's Final Four. You know what I'm talking about, Charles Barkley. He had some nasty things to say about our girls here in San Antonio. The crowd has the right response.
San Antonio is a great city.
It is. Good place.
I want to say this. Y'all are a great city. I love Greg Popovich and the Spurs. Oh, seriously. Seriously. San Antonio, y'all put on a major great show.
They did a good job.
This is all complimentary.
I want to say this. Thank you. And yes, y'all got some big bitches here.
Boo! Boo! We don't condone that kind of body shaming. I'm a person of size. You can't see. I put this on so you couldn't see this, but yeah, you're saying what they're all thinking. Thanks, bud. But
you're welcome.
Fortunately, a friend of the show.
Oh, he's fat. Really fat.
Well, that's why I drink White Claw, because it's only 100 calories.
Yeah, that's why no beer today. I'm drinking soju and,
that's
and
dangerous.
soda. Soju and soda with the
But yeah,
splash
that
of
pissed me
lemon.
off too, you guys. But it was heartening that a friend of the show, Michelle Obama, clapped back on her podcast.
She did what?
She clapped back against Charles Barkley's BS.
Okay.
Clap back is a new term we're working on. It basically means she retorted or like served you some.
Oh, I thought
some-
it was like
served you up.
something sexual.
No.
Yeah.
I took pills for that. It's penicillin.
Got you. So you didn't get the clap back.
No, I hopefully I'll get it again, maybe from one of these babes that Charles Barkley decides to denigrate. But Michelle clapped back in the millennial way. I think it's an older term. I think it's millennial. It's not zillennial.
It's
Zoomer.
It's Generation Z.
But nevertheless, LG, she clapped back on her podcast this past week against Charles Barkley's comments. And she kind of tried to put her in perspective, right? She said, she's saying, like, some of these big bitches, as Charles referenced, are women of size, and they live in San Antonio, and they struggle with their weight, and that's not easy, and it's because they're big fat pigs who can't control their chachos intake, and we should honor that. So,
Oh, wait. Was she a great big fat person?
yeah, that's fine if she is, and I think that's
She
what
really said that?
I think what Michelle was getting at. Yeah, she has a pretty big podcast.
Well, no wonder she's clapping cheeks.
I'd clap those cheeks if Obama wasn't locking it down. But I hear he might be having some trouble in paradise with the old Michelle.
Well, you know the rumor about her, right? That they say.
She's a demon in the sack.
No, that she has a
Magnum Dong.
Oh, like an Asian assistant.
Yeah, like from Vietnam.
I got no
You know
problem
the
with that.
dongs from Vietnam?
The dongs.
There's a few restaurants in town the A-dongs, yeah.
I got no problem with that, and I encourage her. And she's a friend of the show, so anytime she wants to get on,
We could have her
get
on.
the show.
We give her a call. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't want to bog down the show with we're friends with who this and that. But God bless you, Michelle. We love you. Here at Better Off Show, and then here's some another women's news. We are, if anything, advocates for women here. Weezer's bassist was just shot. Oh no, Weezer's bassist's wife was just shot by the Los Angeles Police Department.
Yeah, she got shot.
She was just minding her own business. But apparently there was a chase involving the LAPD through Eagle Rock. I know some people out there. Hello, I miss y'all.
Not to be
hope
confused
you
with
weren't
Eagle
shot.
Pass, right?
No.
Okay.
Eagle Pass is where you go bring stuff across the border.
Charlie.
And so she was just minding her own business, and apparently the cops were in a pursuit. Not unlike a friend of a show, Izzy 93, who's banged up for running from the cops.
Shout out Izzy. Still need to get his SID number so y'all can send commissary to Izzy.
We'll get that to you. So they were. This is a great move, and I think somebody from San Antonio, councilman, did this. They were run from the cops, so they found a garden hose and they just started pretending to hose water their lawn or their petunias or their chili pequins. Mm-hmm. But the cops were like, we don't buy it. But then I think she saw a commotion, so she came out with her pistol. Yeah, I guess probably defending her kids or her home, which is reasonable.
Standard. Okay, yeah.
And then she sees all these guys with guns and uniforms and stuff, and she's like, "Oh, these guys must be like coming to get me." So she points the firearm at the police officer, and they shoot her in the shoulder, and she's in the hospital with non-critical injuries, and she's being charged with attempted murder. So we wish her all the best. We don't condone firearm play, but we understand it. And I was a big Weezer head growing up.
Sounds like a crazy bitch.
Yeah, well, their last bassist was like Mikey. It was right when Weezer came back after the Pinkerton album. He was cool, but he did too much cocaine and he went like schizo, and I think he passed away recently, but not from the LAPD.
I used to suck dick for coke.
Used to. Which brings us actually to our music segment. Our music segment.
We have a music segment?
Oh yeah, the each week we have a music segment.
All right.
We cut the last 3 out, but this is a music segment. I'm sure you'll enjoy. This is a local artist. His name is Connor Holt. Connor Holt. Let's check him out.
All right. Cool.
Check this out. Cut away, rescind transmission for the one-armed scissor. Cut away, rescind transmission for the one-armed scissor. Cut away. Damn, that was intense. Connor, thank you.
Is that a local San Antonio artist?
Local artist.
Okay.
And I think he's the son of Peter Holt. Connor Holt,
Interesting.
thanks for your submission. That was so intense. I'd like to kind of bring things down, talk about something chill.
Not my cup of tea, but I could see where, people would be interested in that kind of music.
Well, I know how interested in tea you are. I brought over a nice jug of tea from
I appreciate that, yes.
You didn't appreciate it. You're like, oh, this isn't the right one.
No, it could. Well, yeah, it was different. It was a different tea that I'm used to.
So I got the Texas brewed tea, and you were looking for.
I got the Texas style brewed tea,
which is not brewed in Texas.
No,
but it's in the
Texas style. Yes,
and that's I think it's a little cheaper, but
it's the same price.
I want to go back to brewing my own tea.
Yeah, if you should.
But like, how much is that worth? Then you're spending time. Time equals money.
Just get a kettle, electric kettle.
I get
Takes
a wife.
2 minutes, or you could get a wife to
get yourself a wife.
Yeah,
but then
a trad wife.
That's going to cost money. Oh well,
yeah.
Trad wives. I don't know where you find those.
They're not in America. I mean,
well, you can order. Yeah, you can order one.
Yeah.
So then you're paying for shipping.
Mm-hmm.
And then how does that equal out?
And immigration stuff, and
that takes forever.
Yeah,
you might be waiting
K9 visa.
Might be waiting months. Well, I mean,
yeah, years, months. Who knows?
Yeah,
depends on how much money you have.
And she's got to get all her shots, and
you got to get a health checkup.
Got to get her coat. shampooed. I don't know if that's a requirement.
Yeah, and then the dowry, all you gotta take care of the parents.
So
make sure you got a check going home to the family every month. Yeah.
Or like you said, dowry.
Yeah.
I think Rhonda would probably. I wish she could talk, but she'd have some advice in that.
She talks to you. Yeah, sometimes. You guys.
Oh, that's when I have those nocturnal emissions.
Exactly.
Like Ray and Ghostbusters. Friend of the show, Ray. From Ghostbusters. So I don't know. I guess I'll just keep buying the Texas. I'm not gonna get the Texas style. Or maybe I'll try it. Well, did you taste a difference? Oh, there's a difference in...
There's a difference in the taste. Yeah, so HEB has a Texas brewed iced tea, and they also have a Texas style brewed iced tea.
So, yeah, it sounds like some carpet bagging tea.
They're in two different bottles. And we got to do like a little compare and contrast, like a taste test.
That'd be great.
And show that. One's made in Texas, one's not.
We might even make a tea segment we can air on here. That'd be nice. I got low tea, so all the tea I can get.
We could be spilling the tea, as the kids say these days.
Yeah, instead of spilling the beans.
Yeah. Instead of spilling the beans, the kids spill the tea.
Remember when? Yeah, kids aren't into beans anymore. The bean lobby is slacking off. I mean, there's so many beans, lagoons.
I like beans and cheese.
We'll be putting all that together for you. We really appreciate you here at Better Off Show. And Hugo's our main guy tonight.
He's chatting away over here.
Shower of the week.
He says, "Really? Yes. There's in the cold section they have Texas brewed tea, and then in the regular aisle, the non-refrigerated aisle over by the Arizona tea, they have Texas style brewed tea, and the bottles look different, and the labels are similar, but the wording is different. And one of them has the Made in Texas little logo that they put on everything, and the other one doesn't. So we got to get to the bottom of this.
Either way, they're both great places to meet San Antonio's women of size, who are kind of the champion of tonight's show.
Fat!
You could go to the cold aisle and see some nippage, or you could save some money and go to the Arizona tea aisle and, I don't know, just strike up a conversation. I mean, they're not just real people.
Mm-hmm.
They're ready to go. I mean, if they
Tort
got
does taste
an
good
appetite
too, man. Tort does taste good
for
too.
food, they got an appetite for you. All right. Well, thanks again for joining us on Better Off Show. Just a reminder, you can subscribe here at Jeff Turner Today on YouTube, and also LG at DJ LG210.
Yes,
on YouTube.
sir. On YouTube and all my socials, it's DJ LG210.
Countdown DJ. If you want to find me on Instagram, currently I'm at Love Disaster 69, and we're gonna round out this night with Joke of the Week. But just want to remind you, until next time, don't be a grower. Be a shower. Better Off Show. Now, LG, I got the joke of the week from you, and I think we got our boy Jose there presenting it.
That's Jose. He's still in Venezuela, by the way.
No, Cartagena.
Oh yeah.
Well,
he's fighting the Venezuelans in Cartagena.
Well,
he's in Colombia.
I think he traffics diesel gasoline in open containers through the border. Which is safe because
let's not talk about that.
He's great. We're gonna welcome him back if he ever makes it back. He's our original producer, and God bless you. Get back soon, Jose. So this joke of the day is for you, bud. What did the owner of Battery Plus get for Christmas last year? Now here's the answer to that joke: a battery charge from his bitch wife.
You're clear, man.
Oh, cool, man. I don't like to bring that kind of stuff up because I know you used to get knocked around by your old lady, and
dude, I've been beat up by 2 women in my life. It's crazy.
But you beat up that prostitute though. That
she kind of beat me up.
But you got her with a
This is off the record, by the way, off the record.
Well, then, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go spilling the tea like that. Shit, you know me, man. We're clear? I guess if we were, they would hear that. Fuck. What's that?